How's it going, everyone? In this video, I'm going to be talking about Solo, Aramoto, Kandi, and all the other electric vehicle companies that we talked about for the past few days. They're having a significant sell-off to the downside. We're going to be talking about exactly some of the offerings that they're doing to raise capital. We talked about a few days ago that this could potentially happen. So I'm going to go over exactly what can happen within the next few days, next few weeks for these companies, and also if it is an ideal price point to get involved in it. If you're somebody that's waiting on the sideline and you want to get involved in these companies, so make sure you stay tuned. Now let's get right into the video. So as you can see over here, we got AYRO skyrockets on 10 million registered direct offering. So yesterday, this is the exact news that came out, and the stock actually went to the upside a lot. And the direct offering they're going to be doing is going to be, they're going to sell 1.65 million shares at $6.06 per share in a registered direct offering priced at the market from gross proceeds of $10 million. So this is one of the companies that did. And also we have Solo that did similar thing. They did a shelf offering. So they offered 200 million mixed securities shelf. So 200 million mixed securities shelf offering. The filing gives the company the right to offer a mix of preferred stock, common stock, warrants, and units. So we talked about it a few days ago when these stock prices really go to the upside, especially when these companies were penny stock a few days ago, and when the stock price just goes doubles, triples, and it goes way higher the price that they're currently at. Usually they take advantage of this stock price and they do an offering, they raise money, and the stock eventually sells off to the downside. So that's exactly what's been happening for Solo stock. And of course, they got attacked by Citron Research also. So the stock went down. Now it's down 16.76% to the downside. And we covered in detail about this company. If you see huge potential for growth for this company for the future, of course, this dip is a great opportunity for you if you want to invest in this company. And however, if you're somebody that just got in it for a quick trade, and I know a lot of people got in it, they were super excited when the stock price went up like 3, 4, 5 days in a row to the upside. And unfortunately, the stock, eventually went to the downside. We talked about exactly some of the reasons that can affect the stock price. So what can potentially happen for this company is that it can potentially go to $6 if there's not a lot of buyers that are going to be coming in. Of course, not a lot of people don't want to just give their money to the company if they don't see long-term growth for this company. So the majority of the people that get involved in this penny stocks, especially when this low float, there's not a lot of shares available for this company, and usually they're day traders or swing traders that want to just get the quick 10, 20, 50% return within a matter of days and get out. And there's going to be another group of people that are going to be attracted to this company now, which is going to be the short sellers. A few days ago, Citron Research, they came out, they attacked it. Now they're loving the price action. So now the shorts are going to be coming and going to potentially attack this stock, and they're going to be coming out borrowing the shares from other people that are holding this company, and they're going to be selling at the market price. And eventually the stock can potentially go to the downside because there's going to be a lot of selling pressure coming in, and that could potentially drop the stock price to the downside. So there's going to be more down days for this company in the future within the next few days and next few weeks. So unless there's going to be positive news, unless there's a lot of momentum coming in. So if you want to average in, if you want to buy in this company, you can buy it right now and average down. If you see there's a long-term potential of growth for this company, when the stock price eventually goes to like the support area around over here around $6, you can buy it. But at the current moment right now, it can potentially be attacked by more short sellers, and there's going to be a lot of selling pressure for this company. So when you also look at ticker symbol AYRO, yesterday they released the offering news, and the stock was just continuously going to the upside. There was a lot of momentum for the EV stocks, and nothing really affected it. When they announced that news, usually the stocks sold off to the downside, but it was the opposite. When they announced they're going to be doing an offering, the stock went up to $10 and made a new 52-week high of approximately $10.60. Now it's pulling back $18 to the downside. So the same thing can happen to this company, of course, and they might attract short sellers, all these people that are waiting on the sideline for these stocks to get pumped up, and they can potentially come and attack these companies. And they're not going to hold their short position for a very long time, but still that can affect the stock price a lot in the short term. So we talked about in detail about this company. What is the potential growth for this company? What kind of vehicles they produce? And if you see great potential for this company for the future, of course, there's an opportunity for you. But just keep in mind that if you wait, if you're patient, if you want to buy this company, there might be more down days to come. The next few days it might potentially go to $7 and eventually go down more for you to get involved in it. So the other company that is also pulling back to the downside is going to be Aramoto, ticker symbol FUV. Now, these were the ones that really took advantage of it right when the stock popped. They took advantage and they did an offering right away, and the stock recovered pretty quick and it broke out and hit to $20. Right now, this company is also having a second red day, which is down 9.2%. It's relatively doing pretty good. It's doing pretty good compared to other companies that are down. Other companies are down like 15, 18, 18% and things like that. So this is relatively doing better. It's not in double digits, so it's getting close to being down 10%, but it's doing 9.59%, so relatively good. So the same thing can happen. We talked about a few days ago what's potential for this company, what are the vehicles they produce and things like that. So if you believe in the company, great dip buying opportunity for you. And we also have Blink. Now, Blink Charging got attacked by the famous short seller, which is Citron Research. They really smashed this company. They said that they don't have to even be in the category of EV stocks. And they suggested that you should get involved in SBE, Switchback Energy, which is going to be doing a merger and taking another company public. We're going to talk about that in another video. They recommended that stock, but they said this stock is potentially going to go to $10. And a lot of people seem to agree with this. That's really overpriced right now. Their valuation is really over the top. Their earnings reports are not that attractive to investors. There's just a lot of hype and a lot of momentum when it comes to these EV stocks. A lot of people that missed out on niio, a lot of people that want to get involved in this Asian company stocks, that missed out. They're looking for the next big thing, and they're just getting involved in anything that's associated with electric vehicle, and Blink Charging seem to fit their criteria. And of course, the stock price is just going to the upside, and today it's pulling back 13.59%. It's relatively doing pretty good, still close to $30. We'll see what could potentially happen with the next few days. If there's a lot of selling pressure, a lot of short sellers that can come attack the stock, we might expect the stock to sell off to the downside. So if you see great potential for this company, of course, ideally you can, if you wait a few more days, few more weeks, I think the stock can definitely come to the attractive price point, attractive evaluation. So they said it can potentially be at $10, but even if it goes to 15 or even goes below $20, if you see great growth potential, get involved in this company. So the last company that we're going to be talking about is going to be Kandi. Kandi is a stock that has just been performing very well. Of course, the Chinese stocks currently right now, they're pulling back today. But however, this company is relatively not that much down. It's only down, 2.47% to the downside. So we'll see if there's going to be continuation moves to the downside. So it's relatively holding it pretty good. And this company also did an offering a few days ago. So they already passed that offering hurdle that could potentially make the stock price go to the downside. So make sure you keep a watch of it right now. But it's pulling back after it hit the 52-week high. So right now we might expect, the stock to potentially stay above. It can definitely sustain if it can stay above, $13, if it can stay above like the $15 area, if it can stay like 10, 12, 13 for the next few days, next few weeks, then that's pretty good because this company, of course, it was hovering over being a penny stock over here. It was trading like right around $5 and things like that. So definitely keep an eye on it, but there's going to be more buying opportunity, I believe, in the next few days, after these whole hype finishes with the AV market. Maybe in the entire November, there's been a lot of hype. So maybe in December or even January, these stock prices can potentially be trading a little bit cheaper. Maybe not that cheap, but definitely an attractive price. So if you're patient, so if you miss this huge rally that happened, just be patient. And if you're somebody that wants to get involved in it for day trading it or shorting this company, it's really a great opportunity right now. They look very, very attractive. There's a lot of things that can make the stock move up and down a lot. So a lot of eyeballs on these companies. make sure you be careful. And if you have any questions, any comments about any of these companies, I cover it in detail, talking about exactly what is the company do, what kind of vehicles they have, what is the potential growth for the future, like who holds the majority shares of these companies, like all of those information I covered on my previous videos. So you can go and check out those videos, and they're posted in this channel. And if you have any questions, drop in the comment section below, and I'll catch you in another video. Have a wonderful day.